What's up guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So I know my AC is on and the neighbor's mowing the grass. I'm sorry, but I had to come outside because they have like the TV on and stuff like that. So honestly, you would prefer this noise. But today is the day. It is the day of our gender reveal. So we are finding out what baby Salazar number 2 is gonna be. And I'm so excited. We already decorated like for the most part. The only thing left to do is put like the actual like backdrop of like where we're actually gonna be doing the reveal and the balloons. But it's gonna be in the straight sun, so I wanted to wait until like more people showed up, or at least like closer to time before we actually like put it out here. But anyways, let me just show you what we have set up out here. It's very simple, and then I'll take you guys inside to show you like the island, because that's where we have like all the finger foods. We're not serving like actual food like we normally do. Like normally we would serve like burgers or fajitas or like something like that, but this time we decided to just do finger foods and drinks and stuff like that. So yeah, here it goes. We have this tent set up because it is excruciating hot out here, and then we just put pink and blue balloons all around the post, and then a couple tables with some chairs, and then it's messy over there, but we have 2 couches and stuff that people can also sit at. And then most of the stuff is inside because like I said, it is so hot out here that we did not want everyone to just be stuck outside. So now I'm gonna show you guys the inside. So we just got done taking a bunch of pictures. Thank God that we did that because I kept hearing balloons pop like you just heard. And I walk outside and look at my backdrop. This was filled with balloons all the way around, and this was standing up. It is now completely destroyed. All of these balloons are popping. Texas heat is no joke. Like literally I am melting out here. We have all of this set up out here and everyone's like inside because it's too damn hot out here. So now my reveal is not gonna have any like backdrop. Basically it's gonna have the paper thing but not balloons.
Team baby. So healthy baby. Cheers to new baby. Healthy baby. Second kid. Woo!
That looks disgusting. Oh, mom.
I'm Grandma, and I think it's gonna be a girl.
I'm Blair, and I think it's gonna be a boy.
Hi, I'm Great Grandma Sue, and then I need a girl.
Next. Well, I am Great Granny, and we are having a little girl.
Okay.
I'm not sure about the girl, and I want to be a girl.
Hi, my name is Jose. Anthony told me it was a girl. Nah, I'm just kidding. I don't know, but it's a girl.
Chase. I think it's gonna be a girl, but I'm team boy.
No, it has to be a girl.
I'm Jennifer, and I think you're a girl.
I'm Dom. It's a boy. Uncle Eric.
Nice to meet you.
And it's gonna be a boy.
Okay. All right, Mr. Robot, your turn.
Alicia, and I think it's a girl. Crystal, I also think it's a girl.
My name's Eric, and I think it's gonna be a girl, obviously.
Try it. It's not even that bad. Just try it.
No!
She burnt my hair?
You said it was great news.
Hey, are you down to watch the fight tonight, bro? Why? Earl Spencer to my problem.
Hi, it's Maddie, and we think the baby is gonna be a girl. We think girl.
But she put the boy sticker on the chart.
We want it to be a girl, but we think it's a boy.
Anyway.
TK in the cut, it's gonna be a girl 100%. We got a boy, we need the girl, so that's what it's gonna be.
Hey! What do you think?
Boy! A boy.
You think a boy?
Yeah, Jesus too strong.
Okay, I'm gonna say girl.
3,
Oh my god, I'm so scared.
2,
Okay, you ready?
1.
We're having a baby girl. Congratulations, you guys.
You're having a baby sister! How do you feel? Are you so happy?
Yeah,
Are you scared?
yeah.
Down, 10 seconds, count it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, pull the rest of them out.
That really
The perfect little picture perfect. We're ready. Oh, God.
How drunk are you?
Like 1 to 10?
Yeah, 1 to 10.
7.
7. Eric, how drunk are you?
More than that. Drunk enough? For Dawn.
How drunk are you?
More than that. He's a big boy.
Thomas, how drunk are you?
Whoa.
Okay, yeah, no, that's cool.
boy.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how drunk are you?
He's a 10.
He's a...
A 12.
Do you know how many that is?
9.
Are y'all drunk?
9/11.
That's funny. Are you drunk, Maddie? No, because I still breastfeed. Yeah, good answer, good answer.
The group Lulu. I'm gonna have to, bro.
Bite it. Show them you know how to eat a carrot.
Cheers. Cheers to baby C.
To the healthiest baby C possible.
Someone call Uber.
Come over. Okay guys, so really quick, I'm about to like half-ass get ready. Mostly just doing this so I have something to do while I talk to you guys. I wanted to explain to you guys baby girl's name. So at the end of the little edited video that I added in, I did put her name. So her name is going to be Celine Stella Salazar. And I literally dreamt her name. Like, I was asleep one night and woke up literally in the middle of the night, and this is before I knew I was having a girl. I woke up in the middle of the night and I was like, Celine, that's her name, Celine. And I had like the spelling and everything. So the spelling, the reason why I did it S-E-A-L-E-N-E is because the family name that we already have is C, S-E-A. So S is for Skyler, E for Elias, and A for Anthony. And yeah, so she completes our family. And I basically said that if we have a little girl, like that is the name I want to go with. Like we can change the spelling a little bit, but I really like the name C. Like I just wanted S-E-A in the name somehow. So yeah, that's pretty much how that came about. And then I literally told it to Anthony, and Anthony is so chill. Like he does not care. He was, I mean, it's not that he doesn't care. Like I said it to him and he was like, okay. And then like the next day I was like, so like, what do you think? Like, how do you feel? Whatever. And he was like, I like it. It's cool. I was like, okay. So basically that's pretty much it. I mean, that's like the only name that we really like came up with. And we just fell in love with it, and it had meaning behind it, and yeah, I just really liked it. Now her middle name, which is Stella, so that one so we're naming her middle name after Anthony's grandma. A little story about Miss Stella. So When I first met Anthony, oh, she's deaf, by the way. Grandma Stella, she was deaf. So when I first met Anthony, I didn't know any sign language, right? Like literally at all. So every time that I would see her, like I wouldn't be able to like really talk with her. Like I wouldn't be able to communicate very well. She would try and teach me like little signs like here and there, but I didn't really like pick up on it. And I was like so nervous like trying to talk to her because she was like the first deaf person that I've ever even like attempted to talk to. And so I don't know if you know this or not, but deaf people, they will give another person like a sign name is what it's called. So like every time that she like addressed me, she wouldn't say like, she wouldn't like spell my name out, right? She would call me, so my sign name is like this. It's an S and then a K, and it's right next to the mouth, because she said that all I did was smile all the time, because like I said, I didn't know any sign language. So I would just smile. Anthony would be talking to her, Dom and them, they would all be talking to her, and I would literally just be standing there smiling because I'm like, I don't know what to say, but like I want to be in the conversation. So anyways, yeah, so that was my sign name. So to this day, like all the deaf people in the family, that's what they call me. I don't know why my voice keeps cracking, I'm so sorry. It's also the reason why Anthony doesn't know Spanish. So the like Mexican side of him, they're deaf. That's why like the people, I think there was 3 people that were in the voting portion of this vlog, and they're deaf, and that's grandma's, like that's part of Anthony's side of the family. But anyways, so yeah, but that's not how grandma had a big impact on me. Okay, yes, she was deaf, and yes, like she taught me sign language and so on and so forth, whatever. But whenever I was going through a lot of like family things in my life, I needed somewhere to go stay for a little bit, like literally like a week or 2. And so grandma offered me her home. Like I had met this woman maybe like a handful of times, and I didn't know any sign language, and she was like, sure, come stay with me as long as you want, I don't care. And I was like, okay, cool. I also didn't know how to drive, and she had me driving her to her eye doctor appointments. And I literally told her, I was like, I don't know how to drive. And like Anthony was explaining to her like she doesn't know how to drive, and grandma literally was like, that's fine, I'll teach her. I was like, okay, cool. Yeah, and mind you, this was in Dallas. So if for those of you who don't know, Dallas is like a really big city here in Texas, and it's like really hectic when it comes to like traffic and stuff like that. But so yeah, I was learning how to drive in a beat up little car, driving grandma to her eye doctor's appointment. And then I remember like very vividly my first night like staying with her, she literally hands me a book of sign language and tells me to study. I was like, how am I supposed to communicate with this woman? So what did I do? I sat crisscross applesauce and I studied, and I knew the ABCs. Like that's the first thing that she taught me. So anything that I didn't know, I would spell it out, and then like she would teach me the sign for it. So like if I was to ask her like, you know, I need to go to the store, or tell her I need to go to the store, and I don't know how to say store, then I would spell it out, and then she would teach me like store, and then from then on I can like sign that sign, you know what I mean? And she would quiz me on it, and like she taught me sign language, okay? And so I'm not fluent in it, but I do know a good amount to where I can like at least like hold a conversation, you know what I mean? So fast forward a couple years, Anthony, his brother, and I had a house in Arlington, and Anthony's grandma got really sick. She has diabetes, she had like a bunch of things wrong with her, and she had to like start getting dialysis. She had to get her foot amputated. There was just a whole big thing, and so we moved her in with us. And this is when me and grandma got really close, okay? So grandma was staying with us, she was in our middle room, and I was her caregiver. I started taking full care of her. I mean, we had like doctors and nurses coming in like a lot, and then Anthony's dad, which is obviously her son, he would come in a lot and take care of her as well, like do a lot of things for her. But I was like the like 24/7 care, I guess. Like if, you know, she needed something at 2 a.m, I was the one that did it. If she needed, you know, lunch, or like I would cook for her, you know, 3 meals a day, or if she needed something from the store, like that would be me. Sometimes I would have to talk to her doctors. Dad mostly did that because I wasn't, like I said, I'm not fluent in sign language. So like I'd be able to communicate with the doctors and like the physical therapists and stuff like that. But whenever it came to like diagnosis or if like something's going on with her, then I would let dad like tell them so that way he can like not miss any details and the point is really like getting across. But like as far as like day-to-day care, like I was the one that would care for her. So that went on for quite a while. I ended up leaving my job working at Target. I went on a leave because I was taking care of her full time and it was during COVID and I was working at Target, so I didn't want to work at Target and then come home and take care of her and like risk, you know, bringing that home to her knowing how compromised her immune system was. So I ended up leaving my job and taking care of her, and then yeah, this is when we got really close. Like I remember just like sitting in her room and we would just like tell stories. Like she would tell me all kinds of crazy stories, right? And then like we would sit and watch movies together. And it's funny because she's deaf, but she would literally have the volume on like way up there and then have the subtitles on, and I would have to go in there and like turn it down for her, and she'd be like, oh sorry, like I didn't know, da da da. And I just think it was like her way of like letting me know like, hey, I'm watching a movie, like come join if you want. And she would always watch scary movies for some reason. I don't know why, but I should probably do my makeup while I'm talking to you. Yeah, I got really close with her and she definitely like taught me a lot, and she just had a really big impact on our lives. And just, I mean, there's of course a lot more to this type of stuff, or to like the meaning behind it, but that's like the gist of it. At the gender reveal party, I didn't record it because obviously it was an intimate moment and like I didn't want to have a camera in his face, but we did tell dad one-on-one at the gender reveal what we were gonna name her, and he started crying and it was just so sweet, and I could tell that it really just meant a lot to him, which means a lot to me. So anyways, so yeah, that's why her middle name is Stella, and then I've already explained her first name. And yeah, we love it so much. We're literally obsessed with it. Everyone likes it, and we call her Baby C. And I'm thinking about doing her nursery like sea themed, but like not what you're thinking. Like not like the bright blue waves and like all that kind of stuff. Like that's not what we want to do. I want to do it like boho, like white seashells and white sand type of vibes, and I don't really know how to explain it. Just look up boho beach nursery on Pinterest and that's literally what I want to do. But anyways, yeah, Anthony and I are so extremely excited that we are getting to have a little baby girl. It is very scary because of the world that we live in. It is just getting crazier and crazier every day, which is of course extremely scary, but we're ready for the challenge. And I'm just excited because I get to have a little baby me. I don't have any sisters. I have like friends and stuff, but like it's different whenever it's like family, like legit family, I guess. And so now I get to have a little girl, and I get to like take her on nail dates, and I get to, you know, do all these things that like I can't do with Elias because he's a boy. And it's just gonna be so much fun. And like I was a really big like I really like cheer and softball and stuff like that growing up, so now like I get to watch her do all those things, and like it just makes me so happy, and I'm just so excited. I think it's gonna be so much fun, and it's gonna be like a whole different ball game compared to, you know, having a little boy, and I'm just excited. Oh, I just can't wait. The pictures, the matching outfits. I'm so excited. I love my family. I love my life. Okay, I need bronzer because your girl's looking like a ghost. By the way, I've been using like very minimal products. Like I stopped using concealer. I stopped like baking. I hardly use any foundation now, like at all. And even then I don't use foundation. Like I've been using this. This is the It Cosmetics CC cream, and I used it like years and years ago, but I just recently started using it again, and it is literally my absolute favorite. It is a CC cream, so that means that it's a color correcting like product instead of just like a foundation, like a full coverage foundation. So it helps to correct any darkness that I have, like from acne scars. It helps with like any redness that I have because your girl is white and very discolored. So it helps with that, and it just helps to really just even out my skin tone. So I feel like I have to use like a lot less product, which is obviously so nice, especially being here in Texas, because like the heat, like it literally just melts off. Like I know y'all seen the whole thing with my balloons and stuff at the gender reveal. I literally had no background because of the Texas heat. Like, well, okay, so the paper thing fell over and the little thing that was holding it broke. But I have had that since like 2017, so like that's understandable. I think it's time for a new one. But so that fell over and broke, but all of the balloons literally popped from the heat. Not because they fell over, not because, you know, kids were messing with it. No, 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 no. It fell over because it was too goddamn hot outside. And I even waited to put it outside. Like I literally waited until like 2:30 and the event started at 3. I waited until 2:30 and I heard one pop and I was like, we need to go take pictures. So then I grabbed Anthony and I was like, hey babe, we need to go take pictures. This fool says, okay, and then takes a phone call 2 seconds later, like on the way outside, takes a call and then walks out front. We're trying to take pictures in the back. So then I was like, alrighty, well, let's hurry up and go. So I took pictures of like my mom and my grandma and blah, blah, blah. And then Anthony finally comes outside. Half the balloons are popped. So I'm like, come on, we need to take pictures like ASAP Rocky. I'm not trying to be that girl, but if we got to, because I need the pictures. I'm not gonna get pictures, okay? And then the balloons were literally going crazy. So right after we took our pictures, within like, I want to say like within 20 minutes, everything was popped. Like all of the balloons were popped. The ones around the gazebo or the little canopy was popped. The backdrop had already fallen and broken and everything was just a disaster. But I was like, you know what? I still got the beehive. Nobody knows the gender yet. So at least we got that, you know? So if you see any of my reveal videos and the back of like the backdrop is ugly, mind your business, okay? Just leave it alone. Pretend like it's not there. Just look at the beehive, okay? Look at the beehive and the people. That's all that matters, okay? But anyways, that is it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my little gender reveal. We are having a beautiful baby girl and I'm so excited. So there's content to come because my lips are so chapped. Wow, ADHD at its finest. What was I saying? But anyways, so there is content to come because I have to completely clean out my front bedroom and it's a disaster, let me tell you, okay? Because it is currently my vanity space. I'm getting ready in my room right now because it is literally like when I film in there, behind me is food. So I literally have a bucket of makeup that I just brought in here so I could film this for you guys. But it's my vanity, it's our office, it's our storage, like all of our baby stuff is in there, all of Elias's old clothes from when he was a newborn, you know, his jumper, the walker, the like literally everything, the bassinet, everything you can think of baby related is in that room. It is also my pantry. I literally have shelves on the wall that is my pantry, so I have to remove everything in there, take it out, and turn it into a nursery. That room gives me so much anxiety, it's not even funny. Like, to the point that I don't go in there. I don't. But yeah, I don't like to go in there. I don't like to be in there. I don't like to look in there. Anything that in my house that does not have a home that I don't want to get rid of because I'm a hoarder, I just throw in that room. So I actually have to throw stuff away. I have to get rid of things. And now that I know that I'm having a baby girl, I can actually go through Elias's clothes, and I'm gonna be selling a lot of that, or I'm gonna be selling a lot of Elias's old clothes. So I don't know if I'm gonna upload them on Facebook or Depop or what, but be on the lookout for that if you're having a little boy, or if you know somebody that has a boy, or if you just need boy clothes, because I'm gonna be selling a lot of his stuff. And he has some cute stuff, okay? There's a lot of Nike in there. He has some Ariat stuff in there. Like, he has little Ariat booties. Adorable. He has some cowboy boots. He has like Jordans. He has I'm keeping the Converse. What else? I can't think off the top of my head, but he has a lot of like really good stuff that I'm going to be selling. A lot of it I'm also going to be just donating because there's, you know, you can't sell everything, but I am going to sell like a lot of the really good pieces. So be on the lookout for that. And that is it. That is all that I have for you guys. I love you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.